feel like every time I say hello, it sounds exactly the same. Every single one of my videos. But anyway, hi. You know me. Hi, I'm Oliver, and I'm here with a friend.
Avery, hello.
My bud, you've seen them before on my channel. If you've seen that Voltron video I did with Kai, where he guessed Voltron characters, guess what? I'm doing it again, only with Shira and with Avery. So,
woo!
It's gonna be a fun time. So, you have not seen Shira.
No, I have not. I've not seen any of it.
Who do you think that is?
Honestly, like, she looks bisexual, first of all. She looks like her name's Lawrence. And she looks like a medieval, but almost like a pirate.
Okay.
She reminds me, of Keith from Voltron. Probably a little spunky, doesn't do what she's supposed to be doing, that kind of stuff. But she seems cool.
Okay, so her name is Adora.
Okay, not Lawrence.
No, and she is Shira, basically. She's the girl who turns into Shira.
Okay.
You might have been able to guess from the sword.
I have no idea what Shira is at all. So, no, I couldn't guess that from the sword.
Anyway, so Shira is basically, we don't even know, the original Shira?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's, there's, princesses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Shira is the princess of power.
Mm-hmm.
And so she transforms into, a tall woman who has, a sword and, armor and stuff. And she's just, super heckin' powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much the gist of it. And she's there to stop evildoers and stuff.
Cool. So not Lawrence at all.
Yeah. There's this thing called the Horde,
mm-hmm.
which she used to be a part of. And then there's, the Princess Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, against each other. And she was raised in the Horde.
Mm-hmm.
And so she thinks that, the Horde is, good stuff in the good guys. But then, she leaves the Horde to find, because she found the sword in this, forest thing.
Okay.
And then she went to go find the sword, and then she meets two people, which I can't say the names of, but then they tell her that, the Horde is, a really bad thing, and then, she discovers Shira is her, and so then she joins the Princess Alliance to stop the Horde from hurting innocent people.
Well, good for you, Lawrence. This is the furry.
Yeah. Do you remember her name? I've talked about her.
No, I don't remember her name at all.
Okay. What do you think her name is?
Her toenails are so long. Toenail Lady, that's her fucking name.
Okay, tell me about Toenail Lady.
She's feisty. She's probably a part of the Horde that's what comes to mind, because she looks like maybe a good bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is first a bad guy, but then is whoa, actually, I'm a good guy. Because I have morals. I don't know if she, is just wearing a costume that has ears and, a tail, or if she's, a hybrid thing. I'm guessing because of the stripes, maybe she's, a hybrid. But either way, she's a fucking furry.
Okay. So, her name is Catra.
Okay.
She is a furry. She is a hybrid.
You know what? I was gonna say Katrina. That was
Close.
the first thing that I thought of instead of Toenail Lady.
I mean, close.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Catra. She is, in fact, a hybrid. She's a furry.
Mm-hmm.
And she is a part of the Horde. She was really good friends with Adora, and she found... Yeah. They're high-key very gay. Not even as a joke. Actually.
Okay.
There's this scene where they're, ballroom dancing together, and they have, their hands on each other's hips, and then,
that's
Catra, dips Adora.
Guys, that's gay.
But yeah, anyway. When she finds out that Adora is leaving the Horde, she gets, super, emo.
Mm-hmm.
And she is very feisty. They would do, Horde training where they would, go out and, fight and stuff. But, robots for training and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then she would, show up late all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just, kind of an ass, but, the kind of ass that you love.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I do like a good ass. Oh, I love them.
Okay. Who do you think this is?
They look No offense. They look like your, like, stereotypical trans guy.
True.
Like, first coming out trans guy. They look like their name is probably, like, Hayden, Caden, or, like, something with an Aiden at the end. So maybe just Aiden. We'll stick with Aiden. They're, like, a sweet space prince. Like, sweet, but also definitely, like, a fighter. Like, maybe, like, low-key gives me healer vibes. Definitely, like, sweet, but has, like, a feisty side. But, like, definitely, like, emo in, like, that new age emo way. Like, maybe a scene kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. So, this is Glimmer.
Glimmer.
Glimmer is actually a girl.
Okay.
And she is a princess. She is the daughter of the queen. And then I mentioned earlier how Adora, like, went to find that sword and found some people.
Mm-hmm.
Glimmer is one of the 2 people that she found.
Mm-hmm.
And her personality is pretty much what you described. She's, like, super sweet and super, like, precious. But she's also, like, a big thing is that she wants to, like, let her mom trust her because she is, in a way, kind of like a war general. But, like, not really. She, like, wants to, like, really progress the war, and she, like, has good ideas, but her mom wants her to, like, be safe and stuff, and so she's really just, like, wanting to prove herself. So, yeah, she's a little feisty, but not as feisty as Catra, let's say.
Okay. Oh, man. He looks like... Well, A, he's cute as hell.
True.
He looks like his name is Elijah. He's probably one of the good guys. And... Oh, he uses a bow and arrow. Oh, look at him go. I love his hair. Is that his hair or is that a hat?
That's his hair.
That's his hair, okay. Definitely very charismatic. Like, probably like a guard or a prince or something. But definitely like charming, handsome, maybe a little gay. Just because of the dyed hair, man. I can't get over it. Very spunky. Like, ready to fight. But, like, not in an aggressive way, more of, like, in a protective way. He seems really cool. Yeah. Like, I would be friends with him.
I love him a lot. He's everyone's son. His name is Bow.
Bow, okay. That's actually really fitting.
He uses a bow. And he's, like, next level type of precious.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know how Hunk is your precious boy?
Yes, I love Hunk.
He would be your favorite if you were to watch the show, because he's kind of like Hunk in the sense that he's like precious cinnamon roll baby boy.
Yeah.
He is definitely a protector. He is always ready to fight, but kind of like you said, it's definitely in a protective kind of way. He's friends with Glimmer, and he's the other person who was there when they found Adora. Okay. Glimmer was very hostile towards Adora, but Bow was definitely much more like calm, and he was like trying to like make small talk and stuff. So he's like a very nice guy to everybody, even if it's like someone who's supposed to be his enemy. And his armor is a crop top.
She looks like Jasmine.
Oh my god, she does.
Like the hair, the way it does like the 3 bumps.
Yeah, it
looks
does.
like Jasmine, so I'm gonna keep her name as Jasmine.
Okay, tell me about Jasmine.
Funky, little bisexual. Like super. I definitely would say spunky again. She seems like she's got an attitude, but like not a bad attitude. Just sort of like ready to like not even fight. Just like she has her like strong opinions.
Yeah.
Also her eyebrows are really good. For some reason she's giving me like heavy Katara vibes.
Okay.
Like from Avatar.
Yeah.
Definitely. But like just as sort of like the spunky, like ready to fight back, I guess. Like kind of has like the revolution in her veins or something like that.
Yeah. Her name is Mermista. I believe that's how you pronounce it. She's also a princess.
Okay.
And she is like, well, she has like human legs, but she has the power to like be a mermaid.
Oh, cool.
There's actually a compilation online of her just saying ugh. And so I feel like if I were to describe her personality, it would be that. She's like kind of always got an attitude. Not like that she hates the world, but she kind of just, like, prefers to be by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when, like...
So I was the big wrong. It's okay.
Yeah. Because at some point, Adora, Glimmer, and Bow go to her and try and, like, convince her to join the Princess Alliance and, like, try and stop the war.
Mm-hmm.
And at first she's like, stop, no, go away. But then, like, later on, she's more, like, accepting of the idea, and she, like, is willing to join them and stuff.
Okay. I like all these characters so far.
Oh, yeah. Visually, the show is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I really liked, like, the way they draw the characters. That's
I'm gonna tell you right now, I low-key forgot her name.
Do you want to look up her name?
Yeah! I mean, I know the vague idea of her name. That's the important part.
Okay. Well, first of all, she looks like a lesbian. I know I keep labeling them as sexualities, but that's what I'm good at.
I'm a sleep mood. I
Okay.
remembered her name. And by remembered, I mean I googled it.
Yeah. First of all, she reminds me of Pinkie Pie.
Oh my god.
But like steampunk Pinkie Pie. Let's see, what would I name her? What would I call her? Valerie. She looks like a Valerie. Like, definitely is like sweet, but like I guess a little nervous around people, but like has a good general attitude and like wants to help, and like just overall like probably a good Samaritan. Like she definitely puts in work, because she looks like she's in like worker's clothes. Oh, is that like a welding mask that she's wearing? That looks like a welder's mask. Or she's just wearing a cool visor.
I mean, it can be whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
Her name is, what was it? Entrapta.
Entrapta?
Let me look that up. Entrapta. She is kind of like a nerd.
Okay.
She's like a tech person.
Mm-hmm.
And like her whole thing is that like she's an amazing inventor.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's always working on like machines and stuff. And she's just fascinated by technology. And when we see her there, I don't want to give away too much because I want you to watch the show.
Okay.
But it's like, there's this one point where they're kind of like being attacked by technology.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like being worried for her life, she's like, whoa, this technology's amazing. So yeah, she's that kind of person. She has not really a disconnect from people, but it's like the way she communicates with people is a bit different than like how normal people would talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because like since she is so into like technology, like when she met Adora and stuff, she was like falling ill and stuff, and she was like, what's wrong with it? And like trying to examine,
Mm-hmm.
like trying to pretend like she was examining a machine basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the type of person she is. And she also like uses her 2 long pigtails to like walk with.
What? Can't say I was expecting that one, kids.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think we've encountered a bad guy.
Yeah. Who's this?
I don't know what their gender is, so I'll stick with they, them. They're definitely a magic user, because I can see that in the one picture. Let's see, what's a fitting name for them?
The edgiest name you can think of.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. What if, like, I'm just thinking of, like, those, like, MySpace, like, usernames.
Oh, with, like, the underscores and, like, the capital X's and stuff.
Exactly, like, underscore darkness XX 3000.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But they seem like one of those bad guys that you kind of are into because they have like a good personality. Not that like that excuses that they're probably doing bad things, but just like one of those ones that you're almost rooting for because they have like that charisma and stuff. But definitely like has got some evil plans to rule the world.
Yeah. Okay, so their name is Shadow Weaver.
So literally a MySpace name.
Yeah. Shadow Weaver is, in fact, a bad guy.
A bad guy, okay.
Yeah. They're not, like, the boss of the Horde, but imagine, like, the boss, and then, like, the person that's just underneath the boss, and then that's Shadow Weaver.
Okay.
And, like, the whole thing is that, like, Shadow Weaver is kind of manipulating Catra to make Adora rejoin the Horde.
Okay.
So, not a great person.
Yeah. Okay, well, she's kind of great, eh? I like her outfit a lot. Let's see, what kind of name fits her? She looks like a fern.
Fern.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell me about Fern.
Fern is like the one that's like a cinnamon bun that is a cinnamon bun. Like, no ulterior motives, just is a cinnamon bun. I'm assuming a good guy. Sorry, I just need to move my leg.
No, you're fine.
I hope you heard that crack. That was bad. Definitely, like, probably a sweetie pie. Maybe a princess. I don't know how many princesses there are, but she looks kind of like a princess. I like her flower things, like the poofy flower things. She definitely is, like, just like probably just an overall good person.
Her name is Perfuma. It's literally
Perfuma. Okay.
literally perfume with an A at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, her name is Perfuma. She's super hippie.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And she is a princess, and her power is kind of like flowers and plants and stuff. And at first, like, the whole thing is that they go around to like different princesses and try and get them to join the like Princess Alliance. I believe she's the first princess that they go to, and she like doesn't really want to at first. Like, she just wants to protect her home and her people. Like, she just wants to live there because that's where they've lived for forever, and like she's kind of unwilling to change. But then, like, due to motivation and, you know, plot, she's just like, yeah, we'll join you. And yeah, she is like a super kind person. And just think of like your stereotypical hippie personality.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like who she is. It's like pretty calm and like pretty peaceful.
Maybe on LSD.
Possibly.
Ooh.
She's a big fan favorite.
Be my girlfriend. Damn, BB, she fine. I think just because of her earrings, I'll call her Ruby.
Okay.
First of all, I've already stated this, but marry me. I like her eyeliner. Ruby seems like definitely a fighter, because I can see that in the second picture she's got like this cool tail thing. And, pincers. Like, I don't know what else to call them, but she got crab arms, which is kind of sexy. Definitely like a fighter. I hope she's on the good side. Oh wait, she on the bad side. I see in the corner. I see Katra, or I'm assuming it's Katra. Am I wrong?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Well, she looks like she's a part of the Horde, but like a cool part of the Horde. Warrior, definitely like, just like wants to be a part of the cause, you know?
Yeah. So her name is Scorpia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, it's just Scorpion.
Yeah, but with an A at the end.
Yeah. So I feel like her visual design is actually very different from like her personality, because she's actually like adorable. Yeah. And like when she is a part of the Horde, and then like when she was like paired up with like Katra and stuff, she's like, oh look, a kitty, and then she was like holding her and stuff, like how you would hold like a baby kitten. Yeah. And she's just like, you know, kind of, she like wants to be friends with Katra, like low-key. Yeah, she is also a fighter. She does have big beefy scorpion arms, which everyone wants to marry her. Yeah, I can see why. Cool princess, maybe a queen even. She looks like she's got power. Okay. She reminds me of Pearl, so we're gonna call her that. Okay. From Steven Universe. Tell me about Pearl. Well, cool wings, Pearl, first of all. She seems like she has like a higher power. Like, not all seeing or anything, but just sort of like, you know those people who are like righteous? Yeah. Like, just like always wants to do the right thing, and the right thing is one thing every single time, so it causes them to make bad decisions. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of her. I like her hair. It's all flowy and like purple and pink. And also, I feel like maybe she has some sort of like influence over, like, I think probably the good guys. Like, she has like a queen or something, like a really important guy. Yeah. Okay, so she is a queen. Awesome. Her name is Queen Angella.
Nice.
She is Glimmer's mom.
Ah, okay.
And
I can
so-
see the resemblance.
Yeah. And her personality is kind of like what you described. She wants to always do the right thing, but she also, like, wants to keep everybody safe.
Mhm.
And, like, obviously in a war, that's pretty difficult to do. And so she's very reluctant to, like, make any sort of, like, risky decision,
Mhm.
which is why, like, she and Glimmer kind of butt heads a lot, because
Yeah.
Glimmer is like, come on, we have to do this thing, it's a risk, but if it works out for us, then yay.
Yeah.
But then her mom is like, no. She's like,
Am I gonna sneeze?
oh boy.
I'm crying like I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh no.
No.
Up. As far as, like, personality goes, she is a bit more, not really calm, but, like, low energy,
Mhm.
I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much her.
Noise. Okay.
Heck yeah.
I feel like I did pretty good, considering I literally don't know anything
Yeah, I
about
mean,
this
some
show.
of them you got, like, spot on.
Yeah.
Like, Glimmer.
Yeah.
Even though, like, you thought that Glimmer was a boy, which honestly, me too.
Yeah.
Before I, like, saw the show. But it's like, some of them you got, like, pretty spot on.
Yeah.
So, you did, like, a really good job. And to those watching, I'm sorry if I left out a lot of characters. Oh wait, is there one more? Hold up.
It's the Quran of the show.
Yeah, alright. We'll do him.
It's just because of the mustache I said Quran, to
Honestly-
be totally honest.
True. What do you think his name is?
John.
John. Alright. What about John? Tell me about him.
I think John and Bo are probably in similar circumstances. Like, maybe they're helping the Princesses Alliance. I would say he's definitely, like, he's got to be a fighter. He feels like a fighter. But also, like, the silly one. Like, brings some, like, lightness to the group. And his eyebrows are also really cool.
So his name is Seahawk.
Seahawk, alright.
Yeah, he's kind of like a pirate. And they need to... Actually, they kind of go to him to go see Mermista, or however if you pronounce her name.
Yeah.
The mermaid bisexual.
The mermaid bisexual.
No one is really willing to, like, go out into the area
Mm-hmm.
that they need to go to. And he's the only one who's, like, has a ship and is, like, gonna take them there. Every show needs a meme character.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawk is the meme character.
Okay.
He's, like, the one who's, like, not really taken seriously.
Yeah.
But he's also, like, a fucking dumbass. So, he's really lovable, though. He actually really likes Mermista. He has, like, really good intentions. Like, he can be really sweet, but he's also, like, really egotistical.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, look at me, I'm the best. I set my ship on fire.
Oh, wow.
True story. And he's done it, like, 3 times, actually.
What?
And I can now confirm that we are actually this time done. And as I was saying before, I'm sorry if your favorite character got left out. I wanted to avoid doing a buttload of characters like I did with Voltron because 1, I don't know the show as well, and 2, it's still, like, very new, and
Yeah.
it's hard to do this kind of video, like, without any type of spoilers. So, sorry, but, you know, maybe a part 2 can happen,
Yeah.
but there we go.
Peace out, boys. I'm holding up 2 peace signs. They're crossed, and I love you.